This is Kit Eaton for the New York Times. Digital dating needn't be all about Tinder, and apps like Happen, Bumble and Glimpse are good alternatives if you're looking for someone special. Happen, which is free on iOS, Android and for Windows devices, is superficially similar to the famous Tinder app in a number of ways. Firstly, because it's very image-based when it presents you with potential matches, and secondly because when you set up a user profile or view someone else's, there's only space for a tiny little sampling of the personality of the user in question. But Happen's most interesting feature is that instead of a long list of endless matches, it only shows you potential dating matches from people who've passed nearby you recently. The idea is that it may be easier to meet up with someone who matches your preferences if they live or work nearby. Some people may find this idea a little unsettling, but I think the location-based aspect, along with Happen's much more friendly user interface, which is much more human than swiping blindly left or right on Tinder, makes the system feel much more personal. Bumble, which is free on iOS and Android, is another potentially useful Tinder alternative. Like many dating apps, Bumble relies on you deciding if you like someone based on their photos. And Bumble's interface also relies on you swiping on the screen to indicate your choices. But Bumble's different, because if you do connect with another user who also thinks you're interesting, the female party has to instigate a chat first and within 24 hours of the match happening, or Bumble erases the connection permanently. Combined with Bumble's really friendly and simple-to-use interface, this gives the app a unique feel, which you may prefer to other dating apps. The one downside is that Bumble doesn't have particularly many users yet. Lastly, try checking out the Glimpse app. Glimpse is centered around its users' Instagram photos. The idea is you may learn more about a potential match from their Instagram photos than from their Tinder selfies. And the app is designed to engage you in chats about the content of the photos, which can immediately give you a topic to talk about, avoiding all that Tinder chatting awkwardness. Glimpse is pleasantly different and it's free on iOS. Just remember to be safe and sensible when using all of these apps. And that's it from me. Thanks so much for listening.